Hello YouTube, and hello YouTube vinyl community. This is Rob of Spinning Out with Rob, and today I'm going to make a video in honor of Jeff Whichter's channel Vinyl Destination hitting the 500 subscriber mark. So Jeff is having a contest, and the contest is to show 5 albums that have changed your life or made an impact on your life. So in earlier videos I've already talked about the Jim Croce records, I've talked about the Carole King records, I've talked about the Beatles' Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band as being the first album that I ever purchased with my own money. So I'm going to jump up to high school. So by high school I was already buying a lot of records and hitting record stores quite frequently. And the first one I want to talk about was one that me and my high school friends really liked. And it's one of those records where I just know this thing by heart. And that is the Violent Femmes self-titled debut record. And this record was something I listened to a lot during those years. And even more important is the fact that I had been accepted to the Ohio State University. And so following high school graduation, myself and a few friends drove up to Columbus, Ohio to the Newport Music Hall to see the Violent Femmes live, and it was a great show. We loved it. It was an all ages show, so it was pretty cool, and just love this record, and it just holds a special place in my heart. The next one I actually started listening to in high school, but it slid into the college years, and that is The Cult's Love. And this record, I really liked it in high school, and I even liked their EP Dreamtime, and you know, I was a big Cult fan in high school as well. And when I got to college though, this album and one song in particular, She Sells Sanctuary, was always played when we went out to Mother Fletcher's, which was this hole in the wall basement college dive bar, but that's where we went on Friday and Saturday nights, and I always had a good time there. And like I said, when She Sells Sanctuary started, the dance floor filled up, and just a lot of fun with this record. And for that, I will always cherish this one. And yeah, I've had this quite a while, and so great record, and something that from my college years. And there was even a bar called Me Mr. Mustard's that had AC/DC Cult night, and they actually alternated songs. They played an AC/DC song and a Cult song, AC/DC song, Cult song, so kind of cool. So The Cult, Love. This is one that came out when I was in high school, but didn't really catch on to it until I was in college and a little bit older, and I was able to grasp it, and once I grasped it, I didn't let it go. REM Murmur, I do remember and being able to grasp Fables of the Reconstruction a little easier. It was more accessible with Driver 8 and Can't Get There From Here and all those songs, but this one sort of escaped me until I had matured a little bit, and I still love listening to this record. This and Reckoning are definitely my 2 favorite REM records. Alright, moving on in life. Richard Thompson, Rimmer and Sigh. And I only had this on CD for a long time, and finally Mobile Fidelity pressed it on vinyl, and it's a gorgeous package, and it's a great record. And this record, or the CD back then, really opened my eyes and opened the door to that English folk scene with Fairport Convention and the Pentangle and the Richard and Linda duet albums. So it just really opened my eyes to a whole new genre of music. And we're even going a little later in my life here. But I always liked jazz. I like the basics, Miles Davis kind of blue, etc. And a friend of mine, Brad, who worked at the high-end audio store that was on the OSU campus, and of course they didn't sell anything there that a college kid could afford except for maybe a pair of Grado headphones. So I would always go in there and listen to the Wilson audio speakers, and just my jaw would drop. And anyway, after Brad left the store many years later, he had a business from his home where he just worked on turntables, and Brad gave me this record. Oliver Nelson, The Blues and the Abstract Truth. And this is just an amazing record, an amazing band. Paul Chambers, Eric Dolphy, Bill Evans, Roy Haynes, and Freddie Hubbard, along with Oliver Nelson, of course. Just an amazing jazz record, and I've turned on a few other people to this record as well, and it really expanded my jazz horizons. So this was a definite launching point for me to explore jazz further. And I am a huge jazz fan now, and maybe because of this record, I don't know. But I will be doing a jazz video shortly, so this record holds a special place in my music journey. I know, sorry Jeff, I've got one more. So that's 6. But I had to do it because the last few years, well, haven't been able to do it last year or this year, but I do a lot of concert photography, and the Nelsonville Music Festival is one of my favorites. And I didn't get a chance to photograph this guy, but some of his cohorts, I guess, I don't know, compadres, like Tyler Childress and Coulter Wall, and Deer Tick is one of my favorite bands. I was able to shoot them, so always had fun at that festival. So this record is Sturgill Simpson, Meta Modern Sounds in Country Music. Country music. Yes, country music, but this one is a different type of country. There's something else going on here. It's kind of got that old outlaw vibe, and it's a little bit more thoughtful, and just really like this album a lot. And then it allowed me to go back and explore my back catalog of the Uncle Tupelo family tree, so the Wilcos and the Sunvolts and so forth, and just really enjoy this record. And so over the past few years, this one is definitely on heavy rotation in my house, and so I just had to throw it in there because it's kind of what's going on now. So there it is. And that's it. That's the last one. So I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Jeff for having this contest, and to once again congratulate him on 500 subscribers. I think he's a little over that now, so he's really rocking. So keep on keeping on.